Sure. Just like cocaine and Coke 45. Dunkin', there you go. We on? Are we on? Are we on? Oh. No. Are we on?
I'm on.
Okay. See, we need donkeys so that you can see. I don't have no problem eating. This ain't no gut. This is a hood over a hot rod. Number 2, understand this. So, chocolate. Now, understand this. And first of all, that means I'm not all holy and divine. You got to sit up here and act all divine and all this stuff here and all that bull. You know what I'm saying? And I can, just literally have no scruples in front of you. You can feel comfortable because we've gone too fucking much to bow down to anybody.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? So you can feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Because this is like I said, ain't no leader stuff. Don't follow me nowhere. I got 2 fucking eyes on my stove. 2 eyes. You crazy as hell to follow a nigga with 2 damn eyes on his stove. No kitchen table. You know what I'm saying? You follow me all the hell you want. You good. Now, number 1, this is not your regular lecture. Number 2, let's try to understand some things. I started off, and if you see my first lectures, I hardly ever cursed. You think that was more spiritual. But the more spiritual I got, the more foul mouth I got. You must understand this. Just think about this. Or you Quran token, Bible token, Torah token, or whatever. Get on them gangbangers. How could that be a curse word? How could that be a curse word? When the English language wasn't even invented, when the damn scriptures was laid down. You understand? So if something wasn't around when the scriptures, all ancient scriptures was laid down to say what was a curse word, then this is not a curse word at all. You understand what I'm saying? So since we have adopted, so don't think that I'm foul mouth and you going to hell or whatever the deal is that you already live in by some curse words which have nothing to do. They don't have no list of curse words they tell you not to do in any of your scriptural books. Right? Alright, now since we have adopted this as the official language of the ghetto, that means emphasis. My mama, like I said, my mama's an English school teacher, retired English school teacher. And when I ran across the street, she didn't say, Bob, you come back over here. She said, get your ass back over here. Get your over there. Why you cursing? Because it feels better. That's the emphasis. Now you must understand that. Okay. Now I got no power. You take it back now. Don't kill me. So don't think that. Now you got a question with that. Ask the question now that you're not clear about that. That what you call curse. First of all, to curse someone is to give a person, to curse someone is to damn someone to hell, or you literally put a hex on somebody as far as the words of power that you give a person based on a ritual to do them harm. The words, the English language that you call curse words like fuck, it just meant a famous prostitute. Shit. Do you know that shit is one of the most ancient names for God? Is shit. Shit. Now I'll explain that in a few minutes. Damn, well, those are words in the Bible. You can get to that damn ass. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying, we need to get out of this thing. It's like Uncle Muhammad used to say. Don't listen to how I say it. Listen to what I say.
That's right.
And that's what happens when you are a childlike people. We could be talking all kinds of divine stuff. And like a child, you be in the room talking stuff, you don't get none of that. As soon as you curse, they got it.
That's right.
That's because they're keying on the lower aspect of that. So we're the same people with the same way as grown people. That's because you've been programmed to respond to a word and you don't understand based on the program. That, suppose you spoke another language. Would these words be a curse word then if you never heard this shit before? Right? Okay. All right. Now I need a napkin. Right. Okay. All right. First of all, we don't take, so I need you to dedicate this lecture. It's more than fitting to dedicate this lecture to a certain amount of people because we're in this area. We're in Chicago. It's my first time being in Chicago. And I've been all over the United States, just not Chicago. So, so this is a landmark, and this is actually a great day for me. A touching day. Number one, we're going to dedicate a certain thing. It's more than fitting to dedicate this lecture to a series of people. Number one is Muhammad, Chicago-based.
Thank you.
The headquarters, we're going to also, you know the deal on Muhammad. His name stands for itself. You see, that's the man behind Malcolm, Farrakhan, and all. The man who you seem to forget. You know what I'm saying? The messengers teachers. Noble Ali. The headquarters is now, one of the main headquarters is right here, the Moorish thing. Now we got a document on Noble Ali. But there's some stuff in there also based on the people from Ireland. I'll get into that in a few minutes because there's some other things. There's a movie you need to rent. So we're going to dedicate this to Muhammad. We're going to dedicate this particular lecture to Noble Ali. And we're going to dedicate this lecture to a revolutionary freedom fighter called Harold Washington.
Yeah. Right.
That they took out. The young brother was one of the youngest Black Panthers. He went to Clark Atlanta University in the early 70s. He's 1978 graduate of Clark Atlanta University. Clark College at the time. I met the brother in the mid-80s, and the brother's actually the brother who turned me on to consciousness. Brother by the name of Maddox Moore. As a matter of fact, he's an eternal student. He went a professional student because he's still in school down there. Graduated Clark, graduated theology school down in the African American Studies program at Atlanta University. But anyway, the brother turned me on to consciousness. So we're going to dedicate the lecture to him also. He's the first brother to drag me to a Farrakhan concert. If anybody saw, how many people saw the Dogon tape, the original, the first Dogon tape? As you notice, the brother sitting to the corner here, right over here, is the brother that introduced me on the first tape. So this is also a great lecture, because this brother is in town and he's a professor at Notre Dame. You see what I'm saying over there, as well as administrator over there and all, you know. But then again, he's a lecturer himself, and he's been going around the college circuit for years, doing lectures on Egyptology and African history. So I'm glad to have one of my partners, my comrades here, named Rodney Cohen. Named Rodney Cohen. And it's interesting because we were in med school one time, and I think what made him quit was they had to cut open the AIDS patients and shit, and niggas was getting cut. So he got the hell on. But anyway, the brother's been all over the world, and he's a good comrade of mine, and a good partner of mine. So he came up from South Bend and all to be with me and all, you know. But he's from Atlanta. So also we give him a shout out. Also, I want to dedicate the lecture because it's more than fitting because the Chandlers had me to come up. And we had a bit of we had to do a little struggling to get here, but the Chandlers that you will get to meet had me to come up, so we will also dedicate the lecture to Chakra Pythagoras. I think this is his lecture, as far as the brother passed on, and that's the Chandler's summon. Passed on last year, so we're going to also dedicate the lecture to him, because this is actually his lecture. This is more like a celebration of his past and of making the transition. Now, you got to realize about making the transition, you must always understand when you see a person in the casket that you are suffering and they're looking at you and they are sad for you because you're the one that's stuck down here in this bullshit. They chilling. You must always understand that. Brother got shot back in '94, and I went to the casket and I said, man, I think I can do a ritual to bring this brother back. Because the Africans used to do a ritual to start the heart back. They had all this type of stuff they used to do. And the brother came and was like, wait a minute, man, hell, Now I got killed in a damn crack house. Now what in the shit I want to come back down there for? To deal with that mess for? But see, that's most of the time that's us. And our ego that can't get past the person making the transition, not the person. Yeah. Another thing also too, anybody you always grieve for, you always must bury the grieving. Some way you gotta also settle it, because the person cannot pass to a better place if you worrying around. You lock him down here and they can't go on and make the transition worried about your ass. And you are not really upset about them passing. Most of the time you are upset about, you just said they ain't gonna be around, so it's your loneliness you got to deal with. But anyway, the brother, we dedicate the lecture to the brother also, which is a hell of a name, Chakra Pythagoras, which Pythagoras means Ptah Osiris. That's the original name for that. Pythagoras, Ptah Osiris. That's what the real deal is. So we want to deal with that also too. So now give me that the libation list, and I'll start off with that. We're gonna post some libations. Number one, when you're dealing with libations, you must understand that the real key behind libations is you're not just libating for the ancestors. You are actually enhancing the actual energy inside of yourself. So you say, well, where do the ancestors go when they leave? The ancestors literally go and live inside of you. Because each one of you is a universe. And that universe is connected. That's the covenant. And so the ancestors, did you get it okay? You straight? Okay. The ancestors, you literally, they live inside of you. You see what I'm saying? They live inside of you. So they are with you in an alternative universe. We're going to get into the science of that today so you can understand it. Well, how is there a universe inside of me? You ever heard of the God covenant? We are all one in God's covenant and that whole thing. Well, the covenant is inside of your soul, which is the true soul, which is inside of you, called the devil. Oh, yeah. The devil is your soul. That's what the devil is. It comes from the word doppelganger, diabos, dual one, of double, your double self. These terminologies later on was turned around to mean evil by the Pope and by based on Christianity, because the simple fact that they gotta always have to rule the people, you always gotta have some evil side. That's to keep the people in slavery. So now when you pay the libations, you actually energize your own self. So if you're going to court, you're going to get a new house, or you're going to do anything where you gotta go before somebody and you hope this person do the right thing by you, either by giving you something, or either by making sure your ass don't go to prison, or whatever the deal is. You always pour the libations. And that's your energy. It enhances the energy around you. You hear in the Bible they talk about there's going to be an army, the sky going to open, it's going to be an army, and they're going to have on white. The white is your aura. You are the army. You see, we didn't need that. I already knew that though, but you are the army. You see what I'm saying? And so this enhances your own energy. You must understand that what you call the gods are actually energies and frequencies. And the energies and frequencies is of you are connected with the same thing. That's what you call the force. You heard it in Star Wars. The force is actually melanin. We're going to get into that also too. Because you know one of the other ancient names for melanin, which is inside of you? Satan. Now ain't that a bitch? You scared of your own self. Your own shadow. Yeah. There you are walking down that shadow of death. Yeah. I can feel no evil. You gotta take everything that you think is bad, you gotta turn to that. Turn to the dark side. You're gonna say, they're making a whole campaign. Do not turn to the dark side. How the hell you think they re-released that shit after 20 years of Star Wars trilogy? Come on, y'all. You better recognize. What the hell you think they doing this thing? They're making the brand new, the first section, and they going crazy based on this thing, this Star Wars thing, and they got all on the news and everybody waiting for this thing. And who they trying to kill? They're trying to kill you. Your ancient science is called the black and red temples of ancient Kemet or ancient Atlantis. The black is the black dot. The red is the base of the spine, which is the Kundalini energy. The black and red, that's the leg bar. Now, See the black and red? That's your shit. That's you. Evil has a new name. Dark mule, the dark lord of Sith. That's Seth. That's Seth. Sith is soot, which means blackness. This is you. So they re-releasing this because that's the way they battle. And I know I'm going ahead of myself, and I'll get into this so we can explain this stuff. But you got to turn every damn thing around. What you think is bad is actually good. And Reverend told you this shit on the movie, Vampire in Brooklyn. Now you say, man, this thing is crazy. This nigga here is out of his mind. Well, first of all, let me get a few things straight. Number one, this is not a movement where we're trying to get you to join something. That's the first thing. You know what I'm saying? This is not one of those things where we come and we say a whole lot of stuff and we don't give no scholarship. This is a lecture of scholarly material. This is research, and it doesn't matter what you are. Whether you are Baptist, a Muslim, a hoe, a freak. It don't matter whether you put germs up your ass. It don't matter. Whether you Islamic, whether you Jewish, or whatever the hell these isms you might think you are, it don't matter. And it doesn't matter about that, and you don't have to go and change nothing. We're talking about understanding the totality of all of that. And we're talking about enhancing what you already know based on scholarship. So this is not a type of thing where you got to follow me some damn well or even believe in that. It's not even a matter of you believing in this. It has nothing to do with that. You know how you go and you take a test or you go and take a course and you write down a bunch of stuff and you pay the man to take a course in college or correspondence or school or whatever. And you pay the man to take this course. You know that the course is additional information, whether it's history or whatever, that you just need to understand. That means you gotta follow the damn course anywhere. That's up to you. You understand? And personally, it doesn't matter. This shit's gonna happen anyway. You see? So this is not the same type of thing where you got a group of people telling you to join some shit. Don't follow me nowhere. Like I said, I got 2 damn eyes on my fucking stove. Oh, that's okay. I just moved in a brand new house, so that's cool. You know, so thank God for that. But like I'm trying to say, you don't need to follow me no damn well. See what I'm saying? Now, the key is what we're dealing with here is scholarship. Most black people have never really been turned on to scholarship, and it has nothing to do whether they went to college or not. Because what you call education is a byproduct. It's like this. The Moors introduced what is called education to Europeans. And they had what is called a byproduct. That's the basic stuff. Basic liberal arts or whatever the deal. You know, history, science, mathematics, chemistry, or whatever the deal. Other shit you take in college. Then they have, that's the lesser knowledge. Then they have what is called a greater knowledge. And basically, when the Moors went up into Spain and set up 16 universities and educated the white people, they had the lesser knowledge that the few people that did go got, and then they had the greater knowledge that they initiated into secret society. So the Moors set up the York Rite, Scottish Rite, Knights Templar, the Catholics, the Rosicrucians, and those particular ones got what is called the greater knowledge. See what I'm saying? So when they set up their own educational system, they give you the lesser knowledge. And the greater knowledge they have in their secret society. You see? So nobody is educated in this society. That's the mystery. That's what it is based on America. No one gets away educated. That's why there's a college on every fucking corner. Just like a church on every corner. You see what I'm saying? Just like a liquor store on every corner. They're all the same thing. It's going to be indoctrination. You see what I'm saying? But the key is no one really literally taps into key knowledge. What is knowledge? Gnosis. So black people just learn cliches. As long as I can believe, I can achieve. So actually, Jackson is giving you after food special. That's real. You're a grown ass motherfucker, world class people, and you listen to this motherfucker rhyme in your ass. He starts the ceremony. He said, turn to the name, and he gives you one or two little passages. Then he starts to holler at your ass. You see what I'm saying? And that's it. That's inspirational ceremony. So you can understand how we can be a world-class people, and since 1865 is basically an idiot race of people. Let's not bullshit with this mess. Black people are stupid as fuck. And take on take them. You say, oh, that's great. Look, let me tell you something. All your education, all that shit, right now, I guarantee you this right now, you can bear with it. You can get the average white girl or white boy, they can be in damn Holy Baptist church. If you get them by themselves and you mathematically break down this shit, they will bear witness to it every time. Why is that? Because they have no exposure in you. Number one, they see images of them all the time. They have certain, they'll take a cracker, he be 13, they'll put his ass on a plane and fly to fucking China by himself, some rich people. Yeah. He be going more places by the time he's 10 around the damn world than you go the rest of your life. You see, so these white people, they get more exposure because they own the world. And they just dissect in other cultures. You see what I'm saying? So therefore, he can be ignorant. I'm not talking, majority of white people are stupid too. Because that's the key of mind control in America. They got to be stupid too to keep your ass down. There's only a few elite ones that's running the thing. But the key is, the average one is stupid. He can be stupid, he can believe in the same thing as you. But if you break it down to them with science, or break it down to them where mathematically make common sense, they'll bear witness every damn time. Me and the brother Rodney, we was white boy, theologian, a theologian, he's got about two PhDs in theology. We set that cracker down, and we broke this shit down, and that cracker stood up and said, you right, the white man is the devil. He said, I cannot sit up here, and based on what I know, based on history, based on the mathematical equation of how many people he's killed, that's motherfucker the devil. That's what the cracker, see that with me? Now, the day before, he was in there with some little freshmen. Oh, Jesus wasn't no damn black man, and he was just beat up on them freshmen. So they said, oh, we gonna get Bobby them on your ass. And I went out and said, I don't want to smoke that old cracker. But then again, no, wait a minute, nigga, now. You been talking all that shit. Now the white man up in here. So we went down and we sat down, and we beat that cracker's ass. But we had scholars. I said, no, motherfucker, punk ass, take out a pencil. That's the deal about the white man. He don't never think that you are advanced enough, so he always comes to the table not prepared. Because he thinking you a nigga. He thinking you ever saw college where he battling them Jews like at UCLA? They always come up. Well, I ain't think the Jewish race is all this. He ain't got no paper. He come in there with 3 or 4 boxes. And whip their ass because they never prepared because they think that you are inferior. See what I'm coming from? But when you drop, I said, no man, take out a pencil and write down these books. He get that nigga 5 pages full of books. He said, you right. This man is the devil. That's what I'm trying to say now. Black person, it can make common sense. I mean, it can be quintessential to your survival. Niggas still say, I don't want to hear. Right. I just want to believe in the Lord. Yep.
Gang now.
And then he get in your emotion. Right. Oh, he woke you up this morning. What the fuck does that mean? A fucking rat woke up this morning. That don't mean shit. I know there's God because he woke me up, so that don't mean shit. A damn dog out there woke up this morning. That don't mean nothing. In ancient Kemet, say every day you live, you're supposed to learn something. And the day you didn't learn something was the day you didn't live. So if you woke up and you still an asshole at the end of the day, you never woke up. If he's waking you up to be stupid, then what the hell is his problem? That's right. Jesus tell you to forgive. Tell that motherfucker to forgive the devil. Oh, you didn't think about that shit, did you? You didn't think about this shit either. Go look in your Bible now. You Bible told people, bear witness to this shit.
Come on with it.
In your Bible it says that heaven will pass away.
Yes.
It's in your Bible. Now you trying to get into heaven and your Bible says heaven ain't gonna be around when your motherfucking ass get in there. So think about that shit. Am I lying?
No.
I mean, don't look at the way I'm cursing and all of that.
Go.
But just think about it. It say heaven will pass away. And also, but you know, you said, but I'm scared of going to hell. It also says in the same verse, this heaven and hell will pass away. So, you might as well go on out and get your Colt 45, your Boom Farm, your Wild Irish Roll, your Manischewitz, some Very White, and get it on. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't going to hell either. Don't get in all that.
Come on.
Key is, it says that right in your Bible. See what I'm saying? It also says in your Bible, Lucifer fell like the morning star. Then he goes and says, Jesus is the morning star. You ain't picked it up yet. Lucifer and Jesus are one of the damn things. Now, we're going to get into the science of this. This is not no shit where this nigga is going to pray. Jesus tells me all this shit. And we're going to break this down. So you read this a new day now. We deal with scholarship. So now, with scholarship, we deal with the damn scholarship now. So there ain't going to be no stuff. So you open to challenge me on what the hell I'm saying. Right now. You can challenge me on it. But you better come with more than just the Bible. See? You got a book with 19 chapters gone. 19 other books gone. Now if I give you a damn novel with 19 books gone, if I give you a novel with 19 pages gone, or 19 chapters gone, that ain't no novel. That's a maze of confusion. See what I'm saying? So, you can never take the Bible as a chronological specimen of the all truth. But now you can go in the Bible and see it for yourself. All the stuff is right in there. Or you scared of the darkness. Isaiah 45 say, I will give you the treasures of darkness. Revelation says, Jesus says, I got the key to heaven and hell. Now what the hell you doing with the key to hell? Oh, I thought that was the devil place. Same person. No, but don't get me wrong now. He ain't negative. First of all, we say to Christ. Jesus is a Greek word. You see what I'm saying? That ain't got nothing to do. That's just like, you know, you standing up here. You say, well, you know, I worship Jesus Christ. No, you say, well, you know, I worship Jesus Christ. And, no, you know, let's phrase it into. Now, I worship, you know, 200 years now, I worship Malcolm X. No, I worship this person. He's one of your race. And he's a revolutionary freedom fighter. Just a white man telling you about somebody, he's a revolutionary freedom fighter of the 50s and the 60s. He's talking about Malcolm, but you say, well, what's his name? And he goes, Dong Xiaoping. You know damn well that you understand where I'm coming from? You know damn well that ain't no nigga you know from the damn ghetto, ain't no Dong Xiaoping. See what I'm saying? Okay, if Jesus is a Hebrew, and there ain't no J in the Hebrew alphabet, well, Yeshua, no, goddamn it, you can say all the other Hebrew words. You can say it's Yeshua if you're talking about Yeshua. They say Jesus, which is Jesus, Zeus, Jupiter, put together, you know, the Walter Williams book, and I got other stuff, some other books too, Richardson's book, Myths and Symbols of Ancient Kemet. Richard McKenzie's book. They got the word Zeus, and also you get the word Zeus means thus. So you get the word Jesus, which is a Greek name. I thought the damn Greeks was pagan. So wait a minute, hold on now, wait a minute now. I thought the Greeks was pagan. And why is it anytime they say, well, you won't even say to Christ, they go, well, it's Greek for Christos. Wait a minute, no, I want to know what the fucking Hebrew word is. Since you're saying it's in Hebrew, what that you saying inferior people, you can't even have your own shit, your own name? So we'll get into all that right now. But the key on what I'm trying to say is we're talking about a higher realm of knowledge. Now let's deal with this libation because I want to give them their energy. Now when you pour libation, you enhance yourself. Now you enhance it. You enhancing your own energy. Number two, you must understand to worship one deity is to worship a slave system. Because first of all, you don't supposed to be worshiping anything. Number one, you don't even supposed to be praying because praying is begging. Now you take that shit out. Oh, that's bullshit. You ain't supposed to be praying. See, you don't get it. When Muhammad was putting the Quran together, he was explaining the nature of the black man for some savage white Arabs to follow. Yeah. Not for your ass to follow this stuff. Yeah. You praying for your own self. Yeah. Right? Yeah. First of all, Muhammad couldn't read and write till the day he died. So how can an illiterate man put together any about books? It's Bilal put it together because it was the Ethiopian Cushite religion that they watered down into the moralistic teachings. So he didn't put together nothing. Muhammad didn't put together nothing. I don't give a damn what Gabriel whispered in his ear. He was illiterate. Couldn't read or write till the day he died, so he couldn't have wrote no damn Quran. Bilal wrote the Quran, and you don't get to that because the white Arab don't tell you that because Bilal is but an Ethiopian priest and not a slave. That's who wrote the Quran. Gotta understand. And Islam comes from some stuff called Ismailism. You don't know about that shit. Ismailism. You see, we'll get into that also too when we get into science. But anyway, the key is how, if you took a college course, because this is science, the word you say know, knowledge or to know God. Well, the root of science is what? To know. So if you go to college and somebody gives you one book and one name, you say, well, I'm going to go get a degree in business. And they give you one book and tell you to stay 4 years with one damn book and one subject in the book. You can't even read the rest of the book. Just one subject. And you spend 4 years of that. That's not no knowledge. That's a fool. Now the key is, when you're dealing with the real system of what you call, not religion, but spiritual knowing, a spiritual gnosis of knowledge, you must understand that there has to be a multiple deity because we're talking about formulas. The ancient Hemmites understood that it was not one deity, and you couldn't explain the Almighty until you understood the different attributes of the Almighty. So it's like a puzzle. So it's called the one God or the God one, because all the Africans believed in one God and God one, but they understood that you could not explain one God or God one without having his different attributes. So when the cracker comes in and see all these different gods, they talk about he worships many gods, and you say that. You see what I'm saying? It's more than one God. The word Allah is mother and son in the word itself. The word la on the end always is feminine. Al, which means S-U-N or S-O-N or star. Allah. And the word Allah means mother and son. The la on the end is his mama. So the word itself is both male and female. So say he shit. Because the God always has to have a mother. The one that does not have a mother by himself is your enemy. Get into that also. So the one that's a masculine feminine is your enemy. The jealous God. Get into that. Your God is a jealous God, then you fucking with the wrong one. That's some inferior shit. That's some inferior shit to start with in the first place. You gonna make me, and I'm jealous of what I made? Ain't that something? I'm jealous of what I made. That don't make no sense anyway. Right? Okay. So anyway, to make a long story short so we can get into this and get into the science on what we're dealing with, we need to pour the libations. So I'm going to pour the ones off this list. But if I start calling another 100 and they on the list, remember they on the list because I'm putting them out of my head. We just do this just to start off with this and get the energy a certain way. But always pour your libations. Number two, you pour your libations for one other reason. Because the white boys developed something called remote viewing. And remote viewing is psychic spies. And psychic spies is, they come in here right now and they can tap into all your stuff. It's on the movie, that's Doom. You see the movie Doom? Yeah. You remember he told him, they come and they go around the corner. Told the Benny Jesuit, which go around the corner and tap in. See what I'm saying? Until they blocked her. She got most of them. So that's called remote viewing, which they developed in the 1940s. So whenever I go someplace to speak, whenever we have these meetings, they don't have to be here anymore because they can do the remote viewing, and they got remote viewers in every city. So therefore, you pour your libations, so your energy and your frequencies, or your ancestors, which is also energies, and your gods can block them out. So I was in Jacksonville, Florida one day, and I poured my libations, and they couldn't get through, so they sent some little nigga up in there. And the white witches want to see you downtown. They got some books and stuff they want to give you and want you to come downtown. What the hell are you talking about? So now I said, okay, so if I was a dumbass person, believe it. The old white people are all right, and they all friends, and it's all right spiritual shit. I go walking down there. And they had their God. And then you can see, because I'm getting their thing, they can banish our energy and shut it off and then zap my butt. And I'll be up in there, you know, all messed up, can't move. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can see all this stuff. You can't holler, can't move or nothing. You can't holler, move or nothing. Or some old white naked man coming up in there, I got your ass now. And you be all messed up. So we talk about a spiritual warfare. So therefore, to make sure that their energy don't get up in here, you put a libations that block that out too. You see what I'm saying? And they block for you. So I go up in a store, I say, damn, I want this. I said, this is how much money I got. I ain't got enough money. But I got to call on someone. I call on, walk through the sensors, everything. Nothing beats. Now I don't suggest you do that. You go straight to jail. You got it? You go straight to jail messing around like that. Now I don't want to put it up in there and stuff now. You be calling down that line for me to bring for bail money. You know what you do. But there is a sign where you can go invisible. Just like one brother, I was telling some brothers on the train about, you know, telling brothers about some magic, how they got a ritual for everything in Africa and all that. And there was an African on the train, and he turned around and he said, hey, you need to listen, because the other brother, like, he said, and you know, the other brother was like, you know, he all Christian and stuff. He said, so that voodoo and stuff is real. But he started thinking. I said, yeah, man. So he was like, he didn't, and I said, it's all in the Bible. Oh, he said, okay, yeah, okay. I said, remember Moses was doing this stuff, there was the Pharaoh's magician and the Moses magician. He was two damn high priests. Right. And they was getting it on and shit, showing their magic. And one was evil and one was the other was truth. It was the Ethiopian sector up against the doggone Camite sector. Right. Two family members and shit. You know what I'm saying, like the South Side brother and the West Side brother, whatever the deal is. And they started getting it on, you know. So he said, I said, the magic. I said, telling the Book of Psalms was a magic book. Book of Proverbs was a magic book. That's by Johnny Cochran. Knowing the science, or either the spirit told him, open up that goddamn Book of Proverbs. Motherfuckers went in there and Lewis say, no, that nigga innocent. You didn't know what the hell happened. If I'm bullshit, they called damn Chris Darn to the side the next day. So you got to tap into the Bible. And he didn't know what he was doing. Well, it's in the Bible. I don't know what it's happening, but it's in the Bible. But he opened up an energy in the damn room. Johnny Cochran. They knew he did some magic on, and it's not even though he was aware of it, but the Spirit told him. And when he went to the Book of Proverbs, that's a magic book. The Book of Psalms is a magic book. And we went to the Book of Proverbs and recited that, it changed the energy in the room. Because the courtroom is what? It's a fucking ritual going on there. We're all black. Right. They're all black for the god Osiris. Right. You go to England, they wear white wigs. Right. That represents the doggone crown chakra. But if you look at the judge wig in England, they wear white wigs. They look like George Washington. But now the judge, when you look at his wig, it's got these nasty knots in it. That represents the doggone black woolly hair. Because the word Sufi means woolly-haired one. Which is the word Moor means the Lord of the Black Earth. The word Sufi Muslim, is explaining the Moor, the woolly-haired one. So he has not a hair. So there was a ritual going on. So Johnny Cochran, when he opened up and went to Proverbs, when the ones went in there to deliberate, the damn energy was on their ass. They wouldn't have been, even if they wanted to, they couldn't do it. Because he doesn't put the headphones on. Walk them up. So I was telling the brother about this. He said, yeah. Brother said, you know, my damn daddy never worked. But that nigga always would pay the bills. He always got the job done. And that nigga never had no job that I remember. Got no regular job. He always would have the money. We lived a good life when I was a little boy. He said, every time I go somewhere, we be going on a trip, he go in the damn trunk and put a little black bag up in there. I mean, I never knew what was in that bag. He said, but we never got stopped, never got no rest and all the shit. I said, yeah, because he was working that damn juju. So an African brother came in and said, hey, you better listen to that. So they don't talk to us because they, number one, they teach them over there to be inferior. You know that whole bullshit. But then again, even if they don't think that, they think that, you know, you are already Jesus and shit, you're going to reject it. So the African brother, it got in him. He stood up, he said, hey, you better listen to that brother right there. That brother telling the truth. He said, we got some Africans, they can't even come, they don't give them passports to come over here. See, that would be them old bullshit motherfuckers come over. Them British, French, Christians. Niggas come at black days, 100 midnight coming, I'm a Christian. Boy, damn white ass Jesus. And Muslims, you know them old white ass Muslims. They give you them niggas, they come over here and go to school and look down on you, treat you with a heavy hand. That's the new Korean on your ass. I'm gonna drop on that shit tonight. That's right. Show you what's going on. Already happening in Atlanta, it's happening in New York. Now they treating niggas with a heavy hand like the Koreans used to do. It's a government program. Put your own people against your ass. And they don't consider you African. All a part of a jam. Now, the African stood up, he said, that brother right. He said, we got some Africans, they don't let out the country. Because they're not civilized, they're not colonized, they bush people. In the aspect of not bush, no own anything, but they still got their magic. He said, they come up in his mug at 12 o'clock and go on a bank and leave with the whole damn bank and nobody see it. He said, be invisible and they leave with the bank and nobody see their ass. I know this shit works, I do it. But I'm telling you now, don't fuck around and do this stuff. So you gotta have me in here before you can do it out there and all. But it ain't even about that now. But I'm just trying to show you how the magic works. But they won't even let them off the continent. Be invisible. Now, let's go to libations and get the energy up in here. All right. Okay. So you know the deal. This is you go Ashe, which means so be it, means power. What does Ashe mean? Power. Anybody else know the word Ashe? I know it means power. Means so be it. I think it's something else, but it's an affirmation, you know, the whole deal. So, you know, we go to God and we go Ashe. Aim. Ashe. Ain't son of Buddha. Ashe. If I say them and they on the list, you know what, I'm just going on the road. But, you know. Ain't son of Buddha. I say ain't son. I say shepherd. I say shepherd. I say shepherd. I say lion. I say shepherd. I say shepherd. I say shepherd. I say shepherd. I say nothing. I say power. I say that's it. I say eight. I say Shamil. I say Nehemiah. I say Super. I say Sean. I say Healing. I say Healing. I say Mercy. I say Diana. I say Newt. I say Hannah. I say Shider. I say only two. I say Hallelujah. I say Odo. I say Olu. I say Odu. I say Cthulhu. I say Yosato. I say Hathor. I say Shunigara. I say Azazel. I say Nilahoka. I say Dagon. I say Dugon. I say Shudnesi. I say Rodnesi. I say Johnesi. I say Mithra. I say Heniel. I say Uiel. I say Lakmite. Idiel. I say Nikiel. I say Lakiel. I say, and remember I'm saying these from my head, so don't look on the list I found, but don't worry. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to get these out of the way first. Let's see. Papagay. I say Ava. I say Ova. I say Iva. I say Paladessa Unra. I say Henry. I say Thunderdog. I say Thunderbird. I say Thunderbird. I say Taxi. I say Hera. I say Kayama. I say Kingu. I say Mamu. I say Hasta. I say Chaos. I say Sultan. I say Shulman. I say Ewa Shaitan. I say Maleka. I say Vishnu. I say Ada, I say Rhea, I say Aries, I say Apollo, I say Aphrodite, I say Hermes, I say Artemis, I say Demeter, I say Ophir, I say Sekhmet, I say Sashet, I say Layla, I say Allah. Another name for the mother of Allah is Layla. Remember that, Layla, triple black for space, Layla. Later on called Lilith. Anytime you hear the whole Babylon, that's the goddamn great mother. Anytime you hear the word Babylon, so you roster, never ever say the goddamn word Babylon is something negative. That's a form of the great mother. Anytime you ever hear the word harlot, a scarlet woman, or a whole Babylon, that's the great mother. Remember that. Lily too. I said Lily. I said Damien. I said Amin Ra. I said Amin Rinkenstein. I said I know. I said Lucas. I said Andrew. I said Lucas. I said Tahudi. I said Maya. I said Monk. I said Milibit. I said Mintu. I said Shekman. I said Shook. I said Teheru. I said Aset. I said okay. Right here, Rupahudi. I said Heru Raha. I said Honor. I said Artefi. I said Amen Winsensar. I said Osea Kinti Amiti. I said Kinti Urti. I said Combs. I said Metatron. I said Metarahatan. I said Meskinet. I said Metura. I said Mitu Sibaraha. I said Anru. I said Randolph the Kansu. I said Kansu. I said Mintu. I said Meta Same Thing. I said Ramadatu. I said Lakshmi. I said hold on 1 minute. He's out of the head first. Hold on 1 minute. Inanna. I say. Iniel. I say. Hold on 1 minute. Elijah. I say. John. I say. Metatron. I say. Adon. I say. Atan. I say. Adani. I say. Balshiam. I say. Hold on 1 minute. Let's see a few more. Yes, we're in Pandera. I say, okay, ready. Let's deal with this. Okay, Yila, I say Shrika, I say Odin, I say Priya, I say Bala, I say Laki, I say Thor, I say Fire, I say Priya, I say Philip, I say Nelson, I say Rama, I say Vishnu, I say Rabin, I say Ramachandra, I say Shiva, I say Sita, I say Hama, I say Hindu, I say Lakshmi, I say Shivya, I say Vinaya, I say Nilva, I say Demavalawado, I say Margay, I say Marasha, I say Trinity, I say Antiquity, I say Okuretti, I say Okusengo, I say Ozuli, I say Loa, I say Neba, I say Ishu, I say Edoredo, I say Daka, I say Alafi, I say Babaluaye, I say Ososi, I say Orosun, I say Orosun, I say Obatala, I say Orulua, I say Arula, I say Chengo, I say Oshun, I say Ogun, I say Neba, I say Yiniya, I say Orisha Oku, I say Goya, I say, okay, now the water fill up, but we can still be going. Just finish this list out, and you keep your shape going. Somebody give you some paper napkins up here. You see, huh?
What does this look like that you say?
Got additional mythological correspondence. Got these, okay, so, Ra, I say Ka, I say Ba, I say Am, I say Ku, I say Kahu, I say Ka, I say Captain, I say Pat, I say Second, I say Oster, I say Flip, I say Flip, I say Ama, I say Dama, I say Ba, I say Na, I say Ama, I say Nomo, I say Yuru, I say Yuru, I say Kusu, I say Jitarian stages, I say Uzimu, I say Uzimu, I say Kamara, I say Kingu, I say Kamara, I say Uzimu, I say Morello, I say Raruki, I say Uzimu, I say Bono, I say Da, I say Zelda, I say Lola, I say Ba, I say Yi, I say Mama, I say Sri, I say Mamalisa, I say Leva, I say Akalama, I say Dakra, I say Nakra, I say Madya, I say Sasma, I say Malenko, I say Fasma, I say Akalama, I say Tuni, I say Sasma, I say Omitutu, I say Manikutu, I say Kutualeka, I say Kopika, I say Kokiaru, I say Koki Iko, I say Koki Oko, I say Koki Inda, I say Koki Baba, I say Akabawaya, I say Moko Wala, I say Moko Wari, I say Moko Oye, I say Moko Esaiki, I say Nalamora, I say Nimari, Alurare, Oyiku, I say Nikamaki Ogogo, I say Mamasa Iyo, I say Ogogo, I say Nikamaki, I say you all got it? No. I say Hemmitt family, Shaw family, Davis family, all my family members are shaped. 1, 2, 3, start calling out the family members. Not the ones that still living, the ones that made the transition. 1, 2, 3, start calling them out. Now I'll say I shake. 1, 2, 3. I shake. 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 The all gods known and unknown. I shake. The all ancestors known and unknown. I shake. Okay. Now, so now we can start the lecture. Okay. All right. Now I gotta get you some water like my own ass. Okay. No, I got a canteen over here. Now, also for the people that got financial problems, you do this, you'll never go wrong. Every Monday, And now don't be greedy now, that's where you get fucked up. This is to keep stuff stable. And it don't come like you're going to get just the amount of money. Every Monday, it don't matter what time on Monday, you go to a crossroad. A crossroad is any four corners on a road. You know, a crossroad at the end, just go to your corner. You got one corner, two corners, three corners, four corners. That's the crossroad. You take 16 pennies, you put 4 pennies on each corner on that Monday. Then you add elect bar or issue, but elect bar or issue is the same thing. But elect bar, you add the elect bar, E-L-E-B-A. That's the E-L-E-G-B-A for financial assistance or financial lead. And it'll take 7 days, and it might not come how you want it to come, but you will get hooked up on what you need. Yeah. But it don't work if you don't believe in it. So don't say, oh, I just believe in the Lord. And go do it just in case it don't work. You have to believe in it. God of the cross. So you see Jesus on the cross? That's the later day version of the same elect bar on the cross. The God of the crossroads, and he's literally at the center of the cross. You see. That they also call the devil. Ain't that something? Depends on your perspective. One man God is another man devil. Now, what we do at the beginning of the lecture is that we go into what is called the hard copy. And the hard copy is a series of things that is going on at a particular time. A series of things that is going on at a particular time that, that is in the current thing. So we deal with the hard copy, then we go into the real deal science. See what I'm saying? So first we got to go into the hard copy to understand what's happening at this particular time. So first of all, the first thing is the killing in the projects. We need to deal with that.
Please.
You can understand some things.
Please.
Now, I'm not talking about the niggas killing the niggas. I'm talking about, first of all, you say, why you say the name is nigga? The word nigga comes from the word negrito, which means blackening stage. Or the Saul Niger of the Saul nigger, which means black son. You see? And it just works out that way. Necro, which means dead, Osiris dead. You see what I'm saying? It also means blackening or blackening stage. We'll get in that when we get into the alchemical phase. Now, what I mean is the killing of where all of the East Coast now. I've been all of the East Coast. They shut down 20-something projects in Atlanta, Georgia. And we rode around last New Year's night, all of them against it. They shut down 20 projects in Atlanta, Georgia. And out of those 20 projects, nobody knows where the people went. They didn't build no new projects. And if a nigga in a project, he don't have no money to go and buy no damn $700 apartment if he can't pay $10 a month. So, where did the people go? They didn't build no new project. They didn't build no new places. But this is going on every city I go to. Trenton, New Jersey, Newark, New Jersey, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Atlantic City, Washington, D.C., Columbia, South Carolina, Florida, Jacksonville, Florida, Tennessee, every city I go into, every major populated black city in the country. They're getting rid of the project. They ain't building no new houses, and no niggas know what the hell is going on. And how does this happen? First of all, let's go into the history of this. The history of it is this. In what's his name book, Notes on Virginia, Thomas Jefferson only wrote one book, Notes on Virginia. The same man that had all the black children. Said in Notes on Virginia that in the future, we're either going to have to ship black people back to Africa or we're going to have to exterminate them. Only wrote one book. He was talking under the behest of his secret society or his Masonic order. Now, based on the southern jurisdiction of the Scottish Rite Freemasonry, which is where the basis of the blacks was based, but the entire United Freemasonry of Europeans in America, which your Ku Klux Klan is advanced Freemasonry group, which all of your police forces were started as your police forces right here in Chicago or in New York, it don't matter. Their secret society was the Ku Klux Klan. So I want you to know that if you're a police officer, I'm sorry to tell you this, but your system is a Klan system that's running is run to this day. See what I'm saying? So don't think, well, you know, I'm cool, I love my people, this is my livelihood. No, fuck that. Go get a hot dog stand some goddamn way. You think them goddamn Jews will be in the Nazi party? And they only had 600,000 of them got killed. Not 6 million, 600,000. That's the biggest hoax of the 20th century. And that is a book called Hoax of the 20th Century. We document that. Even the Jewish scholars say that there's no such thing as 6 million. They say we put 6 million as pain and suffering. What's that, sister? You were saying something?
Oh, I wanted to know if you knew what the Ku Klux Klan, what those words meant.
I don't know, it's an advanced Masonic order. It's probably some African shit.
Right, I was wondering if they were words of power or something.
It's probably an African thing. Because the robe they put on is African, and that cone-shaped hat, that's the same cone they used to wear those in the pyramids and initiation. You can get it in the book. We always document things. Richard Noon's book, they have it in Richard Noon's book, in his book, 2 books, Peter Tompkins' Secret of the Great Pyramid, and Richard Noon's book, Ice the Ultimate Disaster. Ice the Ultimate Disaster. In his book, they got a picture up in there in the pyramids, and they got the Egyptian, you know they draw them white, but they got it with the cone-shaped head. That's a pyramidal hat, the cone-shaped structure. You see throughout Europe was introduced into Europe by the black Moors who ruled Spain. So the Klan's outfit is a legitimate thing, that's Africa. So the Ku Klux Klan thing, but my point is, that's a part of the Klan. So don't be saying, you know, I'm cool. Look, it's simple. It's simple. Don't let your livelihood dictate what the hell you're going to do. Fuck it. Well, I got children to feed. Well, no, that's some bullshit. That's always the excuse. I find out basically the children basically can survive on whatever your agenda is. You know what I'm saying? If the motherfuckers think a Breedy Green can do the shit, you can do it too with a greater upward mobile mentality. So that's some bullshit. Don't go wait for tables somewhere. So you know we ain't giving away that type of stuff. Oh, because that's mind washing in the United States. Oh, well I'm just doing my job. What the fuck does that mean? Oh, you say, oh I respect that. He's only doing his job. See what I'm saying? So if the nigga bust in your house and shoot your mom in the head, I'm just doing my job. But anyway, that's a Klan organization, your whole thing. Now, going back to what I'm saying is based on your whole Freemasons of the United States, it was always the goals and the objectives to put us back into slavery in one time, in some way or the other. So we re-entered back into slavery in 1965. 1965, they realized the majority of the stuff that was made in the United States was stolen from black people. So, by the 60s, they could not steal greater secrets because they were going into an advanced technological age and they needed melanated people because you have what is called the archetype of the collective unconsciousness, which means you can see higher things or what things in the Akashic record. The word Akash means black. Black substance. The Akashic record is melanin. You see? It's melanin. In the Bible it says there are going to be books open up. And there are going to be names written in those books, or those records. And the ones who don't find their names in the books will be cast in a fiery furnace or something like that. What does that mean? The books are the Akashic records. And the names in the books means if you don't have the Akashic records, you can't be a part of the Akashic records. If you don't have melanin, you can't be a part of the melanated people. Because the Akashic record is the Akasha, which means black substance. You see, that's in your stuff from India. most of your stuff is the book Serpent Power. We always document, so you can't fuck around and say, oh, that nigga just running his mouth. We put scholarship on your ass and you can't do shit about it. Yeah. Now, so the occultic reference is melanin. But anyway, going back to what I'm saying, they understood that they had to have a technological slave. You are already a separate nation within a nation based on segregation. And you produce geniuses and high school graduates and college graduates with less facilities, poor conditions of teaching as far as you had to get to school cold and hungry. You know, it's all kind of old used books and shit the crackers used to give. It's all kind of stuff. That was in segregation. But we produced a culture out of it that was producing the same type of high school graduates and college graduates on the same level. So they said in order to make them into slaves, we must integrate, because the best way to keep you in a hole is to get down in that hole with your ass and pull you on down. See what I'm saying? And they use the government agent, Martin Luther King, to do that shit. Government agent, Kool-Aid government agent. Fuck him. That's why he in there. That's why he don't fuck up your teeth. We'll get into that shit. Stop lying. The white man is new Messiah. They look at Messiah. They look at their white man. New fucking Messiah. Check it out and recognize. Man. See that shit? See that? See that? Government agent. I'm going to get into that in a few minutes, so hold on. This nigga here sent niggas back 50 years. Even his comrades say, man, if we knew you was going to do this shit and break down our institution, we'd have never been with your ass. Woo! Fuck him. That's why I get in that in a few minutes. So, they needed to make a new, to do